worked out targets, stayed this side, which we instructed them to do. So, as I say, they'll hopefully play to our instructions today and everything will go right for them.
You've got some new faces there in the side in Simone Verrigoda and also Munyard as well. How have they been?
Oh, look, they've come from a soccer background, completely new to footy. Both of them, unfortunately, aren't playing today. So Simone's actually a GP and has to work today. But and then Ari or Munyard, she's actually gone up to Prem. So we've had a big few days trying to pull the two sides together. So there's quite a, I think out of my back line, there's probably 3 different players. So there's been quite a few changes today, and some good. So we've had to call up on our joint coach to pull the boots on as well.
That's going to be a very interesting seeing 2008 Premiership captain Catherine McBride out there again. So both teams are undefeated, and how does that, I guess, well, it obviously impacts the camp in a very positive way, but and staying there in terms of, priorities, it's certainly up there. But do you just hope that the team sort of morale continues like this, or have you had sort of bumps in the road where you think it may be close to drop one? Like how close have you been?
Look, I guess the thing was last year we came into the competition and had to make felt we had to make a statement fairly early, whereas this year we've been able to build into the season at both levels. I mean, there has been we've actually picked up a lot of new girls, but it's been difficult getting everyone together at one stage. So we don't have many of our VFLW girls today, but yeah, no, look, we just take 1 week at a time, as they say, but it is a great culture, so they know what they have to do.
How has that been, sort of going from last year where you were probably slightly the underdog with Vermont coming away in the grand final, to this year you're sort of the hunted, I guess?
Yeah, well, look, that's probably been brought about by, I mean, that's been fine, but the thing is we've picked up a number of new players. Again, a lot of these players are actually playing their first season of footy and haven't in the reserves, but one thing we've done, which Vermont probably had us on last year, is we've probably got 6 or 8 girls when they're all playing, and they've got genuine pace. And that's been a great asset to have. So that's probably been a big difference from the side to last year. So we believe we've got a better side than last year. So.
Absolutely.
Well, John, we're going to let you go and rally the troops as we get set to go for the match of the round. All the best today.
No worries. Thanks very much, and have a good day.
Thank you very much. That was Eastern Devils senior coach John McNamara, and also Declan Burke there with us. Now we can get to talking a little bit more about the game, John. I know you've been itching to talk about this one, and of course it is your debut as play-by-play commentator. You've been on the boundary a couple of times, and it's been fantastic to have you on so far. And I have no doubt you're going to enjoy this one, being on the call for the first time. But let's get some more thoughts, because you watched the game last week. And look, would you be tipping the Devils again?
It's a tough one, to be honest. I thought they were so good at transitioning the ball from their back half into the front half last week, but they do have a couple of outs which could help that. As for South Croydon, they also have a couple of handy ins as well, so I think that could even up the match a little bit from last week, and it already was close. So it's a tough one to tip. I think I've got to favour the Devils, being undefeated. They just know how to win, so I've got them at the moment. How do you see it going?
I probably got the Devils as well. I mean, South Croydon, as you may have been listening on Female Footy Focus over the past couple of weeks, there's so much good to say about them. You know, the players that you've got on deck today, you know, the likes of Brooke Stevenson, Fast, Molly O'Toole, Brenda Lay, you know, those types of operators, and Rosina May, very, very powerful in front of goal. So it's going to be a bit of a shootout today, and I think the conditions are quite favourable.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say
a bit of a shootout.
It's a 1v4 clash, but you do get the sense that South Croydon are probably better positioned than they actually are on the ladder. So, you know, I could see them definitely being that side out of that top 4 that's kind of broken away as being the one that challenges the Devils.
So both teams have broken from their huddles. We're almost set to go here at Cheong Park. Of course, we've been here for another match of the round involving South Croydon. In fact, last week they were on and their Premier side performed very well. They have been performing very well, both their teams, but there's a lot of stacked talent out there here at Cheong Park, and we're almost set to go, of course, out in the middle. You may be able to see that number 3 for the Eastern Devils, Brooke Fox. It's her 304th game. A career that's spanned over 20 years, 23 years to be exact. She joined the Devils in season 2000 from a rugby league background. I think from New South Wales, so she'll be in and around the packs as a rugby league player would. But we're almost set to go here, and this is the Deakin University match of the round. Umpire throws it up. Rucks go at it. No one can get clear possession. Now the Devs can come out. Off hands. You chasing, so is Brenda Lay. Gets the football, gets the hands off. Great tackle there laid by Fahey. Tossing, turning, laying the tackle, doing well. Now here's Fox. Gets the kick away. Inboard. Bouncing. Chasing there is Brooks. Wickie with the intercept mark. Got Notman for company. Notman will send it inside. 50 looking for Brooks. Bouncing footy. She can gather. She kicked 2 goals last week, Maddie Brooks, but has it gone over the line? No, it hasn't. Still in play here. South Croydon trying to get the footy out. And we might be headed for a scrimmage here. We are indeed.
Pressure on
scrimmage,
early.
I mean stoppage. We go up then. To try and get in focus. Kick goes forward there from Richards. Did okay. And now the Devs have a shot on. It's a goal. That might have been Maddie Brooks, and she's got her first as the rain just sort of starts to come down. It's the Eastern Devils 1 straight 6, leading South Croydon yet to score 90 seconds in the Deakin University match of the round. Dylan Smith.
Yeah, mate, that was pretty nice there by the Devils. They got that inside 50, they trapped it in, and I think it was just a quick snap there. Was it Reed in the end that got that one?
Might have been Maddie Brooks or Kelsey Reed. We can check that out. There's the
great snap anyhow.
It was indeed. Saw Maddie get the high five, so I assumed it might have been her, but we'll get underway here for another centre bounce. Dylan Smith, over to you.
All right, the Rucks go at it. It comes down. It looks like Wickie Yu's going to get to the fall of the ball. Brenda Lay's there. She's tackled. Picked up here by Fox. It's a wet ball. It's slipping around. And in the end, we'll have a secondary ball up inside the centre square, slightly closer to the Devils' goal. Umpire balls it up. Logan gets the tap. Brenda Lay's going to run onto this. She's got pace. Tries to get the inside 50, but it's a scuffy-looking ball. Oh, there's a big collision at centre half forward there. Weller gets the soccer off the ground, but in the wrong direction. Zenio's going to get the pick up. She bursts through the pack, gets the handball away to Stevenson Fuss, and she kicks the goal. And we've got all things level at the moment. 1 goal apiece. 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Jono, did you get a look at that one?
I didn't know I was talking to the chief behind the scenes. So, I mean, that's huge. You know, Brooke Stevenson Fuss, a proven goal kicker. Plenty of experience too. She's had 2 senior games this year, but the bulk in the reserves.
If that's what we're in for today, I'm pretty excited about it. That was good footy.
We might be in for a bit of ball fetching over the fence as well here at Cheong Park.
Excellent.
Has to be said. So 6 points apiece here in the opening minutes of the first quarter out of Cheong Park. Sun's peeking through. Bit of a sun shower, just slightly unorthodox, but we'll just have to go with it. It's a typical Melbourne day, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. Just enough to get the ball nice and buttery.
Umpire throws the ball aloft. We'll get underway. Logan with the tap down, I'm sorry. Eastern Devils inside. Richards chasing. had Prendergast for company. I think she was awarded a free kick. Oh, no, she wasn't. It's a Devils free kick. It's going to go the way of Nichols. Further afield, Richards left it behind. Now here's Hines putting on the pressure on Degamore. Devs trying to find just a way, inching closer to goal. Fahey off the side of the boot. Pushed off really well by Ty. But he's toing and froing. Great tackle there laid by Wiki Yu. And we'll go for a ball up.
Yeah, we're deep inside the forward 50 here for the Devils. Stevenson Fuss goes up, gets the tap down. She's tackled by Faye. Gets it out to Prendergast. Prendergast just gets a sloppy-looking kick. Fox looks like she's going to chop this one off. Goes on a dashing run, does Fox. Not really her,
Fox on the run.
not really her style there. She gets pick up. She's tackled. That could be holding the ball. I think it will be, and it is. Great chase down tackle there from Hammond. So she'll take the kick inside defensive 50. I reckon she's going to go long. It's come off the side of the boot a bit. Richards is there, but she can't mark. Picked up by McBeath. She gets tackled. I think we're going to have quite a lot of stoppages here today. Here's Prendergast. She gets a dribbly ball up towards Ellis. She's going to chop it off. Here's Brenda Lay. Brenda Lay bursts through again. Kick inside 50, and Zeniu marks at true centre-half forward for South Croydon. 25-metre penalty. I'm not sure what happened there. That must have been pretty harsh.
Might have been the slightest of infringements, and Jess Coyle not probably in the best position there to try and ward off Zeniu, but she's got a shot on goal here nonetheless.
And she's kicked it. That's another 6 points for South Croydon as they hit the lead. 2 goals straight, 12 to the Eastern Devils, 1 straight 6. 6.5 minutes gone in the first quarter.
So Zeniu, a proven goal kicker. She's had 15 goals in season 2023.
That puts her outright in front, if I'm not wrong there, Zeniu,
I think
in the goal kicking.
I think it would. She's got Kelsey Reid for company. She's got 13 goals, so she needs to hit the scoreboard.
We have a bit of a goal-kicking contest in this game with Reid, Hines and Zeniu all sitting up the top end of the table.
Talk about a shootout, Dylan, as the umpire's going to get the ball and we'll restart things here. 7 minutes gone here in the first term. South Croydon 2 straight. Eastern Devils just the 1.
Looks like Faye's going to get to the ball first here as it tumbles away from everyone.
She will indeed. Gets the ball, goes inboard. Cut off there well by Hammond. She did well to get the footy, and South Croydon are off here to half. Forward they go, cut off by the Devils. They can run here. I think that was Logan getting the football. Now into the centre circle. Hammond's got the ball again. Prendergast of the Clare variety lowers the eyes, goes short. A few Devils running through the protected area, but the umpire elected to ignore that one. Pressure laid there by Zeniu, and it's a free kick to the Devils at half-back.
Yeah, she played in front there. Zeniu was late to the contest, came in, gave away the free kick.
So the number 45 for the Devils, although, sorry, it might have been Notman. She kicked it forward. Fox hustled and bustled her way through. Went the 40-20 kick, as the arrival code might say. She's going to get the ball back here after an intercept from South Croydon. Went to the deck immediately.
She's always in the right spot, isn't always in the right spot.
Always in the right spot, correct. Great tackle there laid by Molly O'Toole, and we'll go up here on centre wing.
Here's Logan, gets the tap away, just puts it into space there, and it's McBeath who looks to run onto this one, but she overruns it. Bay gets the kick away, and her kick is chopped off by the South Croydon player there. She looks up for Herbert. Takes a nice strong mark there on the wing, does Herbert. She's got a ruckman up the line, so I reckon she'll look for Stevenson Fuss here. But heads more centrally. She's got Hammond, who's had a really good start to the game. Faye looks to burst through, but she overruns it. Now Fox is at the... No, it's not Fox, actually. Fox is on the other side.
She's still around the contest, nevertheless.
Yeah,
she's looking dangerous.
There's a couple of headbands in there, and I got confused.
Of course, in Brooke Fox's 300th game, they all wore headbands in tribute to the wonderful Brooke Fox, of course, president of the Eastern Devils.
Here's Herbert, gets a kick away. Looks to be cut off by Ellis, but she can't mark. Handball to Prendergast is chopped off by McBeath. Here's Egan for South Croydon, and she's wrapped up as well. So we'll have another ball up. It's pretty hot in the kitchen at the moment.
It is indeed. Up goes the ball. Logan getting the tap down. He was looking for McBeath to rove the ball, but they're just chipping away here at half forward, the Eastern Devils. Reed's in there as well. Pressure's put on Gilson, I think it might have been. And we've got a stalemate, so the umpire will restart things. About 40 from the Devils' goal. Logan's get the tap down in the direction of the one they call Smurf. Ball hits the deck. Fahey gets the ball up, although it's cut off by Dickman. Umpire blows her whistle. It's going to be a free kick to...
I think it's Hammond.
South
there,
Croydon.
Centre half back.
So Hammond brings it in the direction of Dickman. Couldn't take the mark, though. It's Chloe Lahn. Sends it back from whence it came. Couldn't find a target, though. And Nichols chases it. It's going to be a last touch free kick to South Croydon.
Yeah, Prendergast will take the kick. She's pretty deep inside her defensive 50 at the moment. She's got a couple of targets there, but it looks like Devils have the numbers. Fox is going to chase it out. She's pressured, but she gets a kick away just in time. Heads towards Faye, but she's outsized there. They've got the numbers at ground level, though, the Devils. They go deeper inside the pocket. Prendergast's there to stop that. She heads back centrally to a dangerous area, and Reed's there. Reed can't pick it up. Prendergast slips out to Lay. It's a hot footy at the moment. It's now centred. It's gone inside the goal square there for the Devils, and I think we've got a rush behind. South Croydon kick in, I believe.
So the score then, Eastern Devils 1 straight 6, trailing the home side 2 straight 12. Sorry, 1-1-7 it would be as soon as the scoreboard ticks over. 12 minutes gone here.
Prendergast to take the kick in. She goes long to the outer side. Ball's picked up there by Hines.
It was Hines.
And her kick is intercepted deep inside defensive 50 for South Croydon by Prendergast.
So Prendergast can come around. Reed tried to put on the chase. Brooks pushed out of it by Brenda Lay. And it's going to be a ball up here on the outer side wing. Or is it?
Devil's kick.
It is a Devil's kick for last touch. Brooks has it on the outer side. Looks for Nichols, I think it was, but ball hits the deck. Chasing it hard there is Ty, doing very well at half-back. Ball still just trickling along the ground. Logan tries to get the ball instead. She taps it down in the Hines direction, but she couldn't get it. And then there's a few taps here and there. The Devs have a free kick. It's Beth Nichols to take it and have a shot on goal here.
Such an important one here for the Devils. It's been really hard to pick up the football, and they've just got out a free kick here inside 50.
So Nichols goes goalward to the tip of the goal square. It's cut off by Jones Bates, but then intercepted by Fox. Chance here for Hines. Hines and Fox combining. Fox to the goal place. Intercepted by the Doggies. They come around on the outer side. Kick was in the direction of Prendergast. Alana Prendergast, to be precise. Players will hit the deck, though. And, oh, no. We may have No, Beth Nichols is all right. And there's a ball up, just 45 out. Up we go then. South Croydon, first hands to the footy. Faye's on the bottom of it. And we'll go for another ball up.
Umpire throws it up at centre half forward here for South Croydon. Logan gets the tap down. She finds Faye. Faye can't get an effective kick away. She bursts through the bottom of the pack and she's wrapped up as well. So we'll have a secondary ball up there. It's been really hard to get a clean possession out of the stoppage. Logan wins the hit out again. Again finds Faye. She has to lose a bit of ground. I think the umpire's found a free kick for a throw here. So the ball's going to go to South Croydon inside the centre square. It's Hammond that looks up with a kick, heads towards Fogarty, and Fogarty takes a nice strong mark on the outer wing for South Croydon. She plays a central ball to O'Toole, but that's chopped off by McBeath. O'Toole gets the ground ball, gives it to Brenda Lay. Lay kicks long towards Zenio, and she takes a huge contested mark, 15 metres out on a slight angle here for South Croydon.
So Zenio's on fire at the moment, it has to be said, Dylan.
Yeah, this would give South Croydon an 11-point lead if she's able to slot this. And she has.
She's fired up. Heard the celebration after that one.
That's 2 for Zenio. That puts it to 15 in the goal-kicking tally.
South Croydon 3 straight 18 lead the Eastern Devils 1-1-7. 16 minutes gone here in the first term of the Deakin University Match of the round here at Cheong Park.
She's been dominant, hasn't she?
She has indeed, and she's an absolute star, it has to be said. So that's her second. And South Croydon very much on fire at the moment.
I think we're just waiting for the ball to come back here. Bit of a surprising start, Jono.
It is indeed, but that, you know, it sums up to a T the contest between these two teams, because there's so much in it, and it's going to be an absolute thrilling contest. It is, you know, as we've, you know, prescribed almost. It does feel like a bit of a shootout.
Definitely going to be some more twists and turns as they
So
ball it up in
later.
the middle. Rucks go at it. Fox taps it to herself, but Brenda Lay chops that off, and she goes on a dashing run out of the centre circle. Fogarty gets the kick. She doesn't get much distance on it, and it's been marked there by Ellis, centre half back for the Eastern Devils. She just looks to calm things down. She's taking a bit of time. Heads out towards Logan, but she goes a bit further than that. Brooks is there, can't get the pick up. Reed soccers it off the ground, heads inside 50, and she's got Hines out there. Hines picks it up in the forward pocket, gets a kick away towards the 10-metre square, and they've hit the post, the Devils.
Boing.
Just about an open goal there.
Hit hard, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So the score then, Eastern Devils 1-2-8, trail South Croydon 3 straight inside 2 minutes here in the first term. And South Croydon will look to come out with it. Now, there is a bit of consultation going on between...
Was there maybe a free kick given?
Lucia Peric or Lucy, as the case is. But I think we're all good. South Croydon to bring it in. Kick was good for Egan. Egan's got options presenting on broadcast side. High up and under. You did well to defend. Off hands. South Croydon give away a free kick. Goes the way of McBeath. Goes across to Fox. Now, I reckon she's got the distance from here. She can wind up. No, she doesn't want to do that. Goes inboard towards Richards, who had to turn tackler on Egan. Inside the last minute here. Umpire throws the ball up. Rux went at it. Fahey at the bottom of the pack, met by two South Croydon players. Some great effort there by Fogarty and Claire Prendergast. We go up again. Best chance for the Devs. No, it's going to come out. No, here's Wiki Yu. The 42-year-old plays on quickly. Goes across to Fox. Oh, slightly overcooked the kick, did Yu, but Fox still kept it in to the goal place. Looking for Reed. Oh, no, sorry, it's Kath McBride, the senior coach, off hands. And one behind, but that might just about do us here for the first term.
Well, that would have been a handy goal, wouldn't
will
it?
sound, but I tell you what, Fox and McBride combining like the days of yesteryear. Right about there. But that'll do us here for quarter time so far. The score is South Croydon 3 straight 18, leading the Devils 1-3-9. Back after this. Really good start, mate. Really good start.
I suppose it takes some time to get those.
Welcome back to the Deakin University Match of the Round. In Division 3, it's South Croydon and the Eastern Devils. The score, of course, Eastern Devils trailing by 9 points, 139, the away side to the Doggies 3 straight 18. We've also got another score out at Surrey Park Reserve, home of the men's match of the round this afternoon. And Surrey take on Heathmont. Surrey leading 26-1 at quarter time. John Event is my name, joined by Dylan Smith from the Eastern Football Netball League media team. And we're almost set to go here as the coaches are giving their final instructions. We're going to hear from Kate Green very shortly from LKLM Media and Astro Engineering, it just so happens. And it's going to be very interesting to hear what the coaches have said. We'll get those messages to you shortly. The Eastern Devils are broken from their huddle. And how can they get back into this game, Dylan?
Well, I think South Croydon just played the conditions a little bit better. They sort of played that surge footy. And with that wet ball, it was just a better way to play. And they've got that leg speed in the likes of Brenda Lay and those sorts of players who can bash the ball forward, bash and crash, and they get it over the back. And then when you've got a target like Zeniu up forward, they were very dominant. The Devils, they just need to get that, win some more contested footy around the ball first, get some inside 50s, trap it inside 50, and they can score from there.
Well said, Dylan. We're almost ready to go here. And hopefully we'll get coaches' messages soon. Kate Green, have you got us? Not yet. We won't be too far away with those coaches' messages. We'll get them shortly. But for the second term, we're almost set to go as things will take their place. Kate, we'll get your messages in a... In fact, no, we'll go to you now. Kate, what was the feeling like at quarter time?
Hey,
Sorry, Kate. We'll come back to you. Let's get underway in the second term then. Pressure laid on the number 19, who I don't think I have on my team sheet. We'll go again. Let's go at it. Logan, very strong. Ball hits the deck. I think Coyle's in there. Now at the back, the Eastern Devils. Reed at half forward. Bouncing footy. Can she pick it up? She soccers it along the ground. Gee, that's very familiar for her. Prendergast chasing, tackled by Nichols. Off hands, out the back now. McBeath chasing, so is Brenda Lay, who socketed off the ground a couple of times. Got Prendergast for company. Handballs to her. Might get the 1-2 off. That was great work. Prendergast along the wing. Notman tried to defend. Couldn't quite, as Lan was in there as well. Notman again at half-back, and the umpire has paid a free kick of some sort. Weller has to give it up to Catherine Olive, of course, an Olympian. Would you believe that? And it is Olympic Day, of course. A happy Olympic Day to her.
Wow.
Represented Australia in judo. As South Croydon have the ball on the outer side, they can enter inside 45.
So South Croydon get another inside 50. And it's an uncontested mark to Brenda Lay, I believe it is, on the outer side of the ground there. She puts a nice ball up to the top of the square. Here's Prendergast. Prendergast bursts through. She's been caught holding the ball there. So it's the Olympian that gets the kick. She's had a good start to the game. As the Eastern Devils try to exit their defence, they go for a bounce, and the ball does not come back in the wet. It's Notman. Kicks it up to the outer side and finds a target.
Bound.
I think we've got Kate there.
Down at the boundary.
There's been a number change. Stevenson Fuss, rather than 42, she's Guernsey number 19.
Aha, thought so. Thank you very much for that.
As she gets a possession right now, she goes inside 50, does Stevenson Fuss. Puts it out in front of O'Toole. makes chase. Zeniu gets the pick up, gives it to Prendergast. She finds some space, has a flying shot at goal, and I think this one might bounce through. And it's 4 straight now to South Croydon to 1-3-9, the Devils. They take a 15-point lead, and a really nice goal there by Claire Prendergast. Played the conditions perfectly, went for the dribble kick. And that was perfect for the situation, John O'Ben.
Was indeed, and well, that's what they do very well, South Croydon. It's going to be interesting to see how the Devils can claw their way back from here. 4 straight plays, 1-3 inside 3.5 minutes here in the second term. The Deakin University Match of the round. Umpire throws the ball. Logan just probably missed the tap there. She turned around and probably wasn't ready. They go inside 50 again. Kick was looking for Claire Prendergast. They're well and truly on here, South Croydon. Look at them go. Now to the tip of the goal square. Chance, and it's knocked over the line by Chloe Lahn.
It's a bit of an ambush here by South Croydon so far.
So, Lahn's very good in defence. We'll see what she can do here.
It's going to bring us back in. Logan's heading up the near side, but she goes for the outer side. Kick's going to be cut off there by Prendergast, but she can't take the mark. She's swamped, but the ball comes out the back. Eastern Devils get the clearance kick. And won't have a stoppage. Logan gets the ball actually in the end there, picks it up, heads further out to the outer side. Egan's going to get the pick up, but sweating on her is McBeath. Gets a handball away. Brenda lays there. She gets a kick and it's smothered by Fox. Continues to be a heavily contested footy here. Brenda Lay doesn't give away the free kick there. Strong tackle on Prendergast. And we'll have another ball up, basically back where we started from.
Just on the opposite side of the cricket pitch there. That was one out by Hammond. Bouncing footy in favour of South Croydon. He can't quite pick up the ball though, as Fox is there in the centre of the ground. Wasn't far enough though. The kick. Doesn't look like she was too happy about that either, Brooke Fox. Up we go then. Logan almost got the tap down and then almost got the ricochet as well. Fahey in there as well again. Great tackle there laid by you. And we'll do it all again. Half forward for South Croydon. Ball hits the deck. You puts on the Shepherd. Chance here for the Devs to come out. Umpires found a free kick though. It's going to go the way of Alana Prendergast.
Boundary.
Yes, indeed. Let's go down to the boundary with Kate Green.
Umpire called a throw.
Thanks very much for that. Lay on the right boot to the goal place. Finds her intended target. It's fair to say, of course it had to be Zeniu. She can go for her third.
She's been such a target down there for South Croydon today so far.
She has been solid. So to kick further away and to boot her third.
She's got it.
She does exactly that. Zeniu's got 3. 3 out of 5. Ain't bad. 5-1-31. Leads 1-3-9.
Boundary.
Inside 7 minutes here. Kate?
Just a quick update on the coaches. South Croydon, Declan said really great pressure, really good run just for the girls to keep it up. John for Eastern Devils said that a reasonably good quarter, need to be more on the ball, and if clear, get in some long kicks rather than the quick the handballs.
Thanks for that, Kate. As we come back to the centre, just waiting for the ball.
Time is of the essence here.
It is. A fast-starting South Croydon has really got the Eastern Devils on the back foot here. But I get the feeling that the Devils will respond. They're 5-0 in the season so far.
undefeated in the grading rounds too, I believe. So
Yes. Yep, correct. Here we go. So it's Logan that gets the tap down to Faye. She bursts out of the contest, heads towards centre half forward, but it's the South Croydon player in front. Herbert gets the pick up and shoots a nice handball out. Logan's going to chop this one off though. She goes wider, but it's all South Croydon with the numbers. Notman meets it. And another ball up on the half forward flank here for South Croydon. Logan's got the height advantage here and she wins the tap out. She hits it towards Reed, but it's Egan that gets the footy. Prendergast now.
Oh, good tackle.
Great tackle there by Brooke Fox.
It's what she does best, really. And that
She's so hard at the footy and the man.
opposition player.
Yes. McBeath there, gets a handball out. Here's Wiki Yu. She looks for Fox.
Here we go.
Fox with a clearing kick. She goes inside 50. It's Ty with the handball there towards Prendergast, but it looks like Maddie Brooks is going to get there first. She overruns it. Now Fox with a great tackle there on, I think it's Herbert.
So this is where Brooke Fox has come in just so clutch for the Devs over the years, around the ball, just doing such great things. This play restarts and the Doggies, they come to the centre of the ground, but it's going to be to no avail for the moment. Tackle was laid by Herbert. And Hammond and Logan go in the ruck. 1-2, Hammond collected it briefly. Now to half forward they go. Tiano Graham has it. Sends it further afield. Bouncing footy. It's going to land in favour of South Croydon. Here's Brenda Lay. Dodged one player, dodged two players. Goes for home. Bang! And that's what Brenda Lay does best. 6-1-37, South Croydon lead the Eastern Devils 1-3-9. 10 minutes gone in the second term. Brenda Lay at her finest. Scores one. And very, very hard work to be done here from the Devs if they're going to claw their way back here, Dylan.
Unbelievable pick up there and solo goal really inside 50 for Brenda Lay. And it's starting to look more and more difficult for the way that Eastern Devils are going to get back into this one. What do you think, Jono?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit tough. Perfect footy conditions now, though.
It has fined up for sure.
It is absolutely stunning out here at Cheong Park, and hopefully the footy gods bless whatever happens down at Surrey Park.
As the umpire throws it up, it's Logan who wins the tap, tries to get it down to you. Here's Fogarty out of the centre for South Croydon as they go inside 50 again. Looks like Stevenson Fuss is going to get there first as she's pushed forward.
Oh,
Ooh, big collision down there in the forward pocket for South Croydon. It's Brenda Lay again. She can't trap it. It's still in play though. It's just bobbling around down there in the forward pocket. No one can get a clean possession. Brenda Lay does though. She gets a handball out to the top of the goal square. Zeniu tracks it down. She's going to get there first, but she's going to be met with a heavy tackle there by, I think it's Weller. And the umpire will ball it up again about 15 metres from the South Croydon goal.
it's a Croydon. It's a Coyle and Weller sandwich, I meant to say. The Devs try and clear it out. Brooks. So the overcooked kick. Hat kick out there from O'Toole. And a chance here for the Devs to clear out in the Richards direction. Bouncing football. Chance here for the Devs to continue their run, but it was cut off by Hammond. They're doing very well, South Croydon, and now cut off by Brooks again. Down the line for Nichols. Misjudged the mark. Hines sends it inside. One-on-one contest. This is where Kelsey Reid can thrive. She falls behind the play, almost got the football. Prendergast send it out for the moment. Bouncing footy, acres ahead for either team to pick it up. It's going to be the Devs. Off the feet, Weller. Again, Prendergast and now Hammond. To half forward. It's a hot footy to be won out here. Arlov picks up the ball. Gets the hands off to Lan, immediately wrapped up. Still managed to get the kick away. Arlov again might have it. something to say here in the contest as Brooks is chasing here. Elects to leave it behind for the moment. Lan again. Down the line. Short kick to Olive's a good one. And the Devs can just unwind here.
I think the South Croydon players might owe Egan a beer there. That was just an unbelievable block. Reed tried to pull the signature move on her and Turner, and she blocked that off perfectly. As Hines gets the ball on the wing here, she looks to go forward. Off hands, it's Weller at the bottom of the pack, and she's heavily tackled there by Degamore. The umpire's going to ball it up. Logan's definitely got the advantage in these ruck contests. They aren't able to take advantage at ground level at the moment.
Devils free kick to Hines.
Free kick to Hines there, yeah. She'll head inside 50 here. Reed's one out with Egan, but Egan's done a fantastic job on her so far. She goes for a low ball to the pocket. Ty playing in front does well against Weller. Gets a handball out to Fogarty, who kicks forward. Devils with the numbers, they should be able to clean up here, but the press is on. Here's Ellis to Notman. Notman strives forward, and she's got McBeath. Great mark there by McBeath at centre half forward for the Eastern Devils at 6:1:37, playing the Devils 1-3-9, 14 minutes gone in the second quarter. So McBeath heads inside 50 with a long ball towards Reed.
Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Can't be taken there. She gets wrapped up, but they've got runners. But those runners are tackled as well by Julie Ty.
So a tough ball to win there at ground level for Kelsey Reed. We'll go up again. Maggie Logan gets the tap down to relative open space for the moment, which will allow South Croydon to clear out in the centre of the ground. Pushing out a few players did Olive, but that didn't work as South Croydon continue their way inside 50. Still a bit more open space here. It's a one-on-one contest, and it's South Croydon's to win. Zeniu will go for home here. That's goal of the day! Is there anything she can't do? That's her fourth. Picked it up perfectly, well executed. Dylan, your thoughts on that one?
Oh, beautiful body work there. She won that in the forward pocket, turned a man, and then just slotted it through from about 20 out. Unbelievable stuff there from Zeniu.
South Croydon 7-1-43, leading the Eastern Devils 1-3-9. Gee, a big 45 minutes to come if the Devils are going to claw this one back.
Here goes Logan in the centre. She gets the hit away, but it's all South Croydon at the fall of the ball. Brenda Lay's going to get there. McBeath sweating on her, and she wraps her up. Have another ball up. Slightly closer to the Eastern Devils' goal. I think Brenda Lay might have copped a knock there. She's going to win the free kick, actually. Might have got one for a high tackle there. She heads out to the far side. Can't be picked up by South Croydon there, but they've got all the numbers, as they so often have today. Free kick to the Devils, though, heading towards Weller. So she looks up, heads forward towards Fox. Not a bad option if you're the Devils right now, with Fox having ball in hand. She looks up. Hines provides a lead. She doesn't go to her, though. She finds, I think that's Weller. Weller heads inside 50. Hines comes across. She's working hard. Logan's at the fall of the ball, but you probably don't want your ruck roving the ball. And it'll be another ball up inside 50 for the Eastern Devils.
It's happened a bit today, Dylan, as it's the ground level. She was caught high by Prendergast, but just a bit of late contact there.
Boundary.
Let's go to boundary with Kate Green.
Eastern Devils player number 45, Evelyn Pengu, as off the ground, her shoulder dislocated and has popped back in. They're just taking her to the rooms now.
Oh dear.
So, thanks for that.
It's Fox here. Fox gets tackled by Brenda Lay, Jono.
Eastern Devils a bit sore and sorry at the moment, it has to be said. Up we go then. Logan with the tap down. No chance. It's Prendergast. Tried to send it further afield. Only as far as Brooks. Players fall left, right, front, behind.
They've done a good job on
number we're not sure about there. Number 78, it looked like. Sorry, Dylan.
Just going to say they've done a pretty good job on Brooks so far today, South Croydon. Hasn't had much of a sniff.
So, Stevenson Fuss dodges one, tried to dodge the second. Didn't get caught out as Dickman can send it inside. To half forward, though, it's cut off by Coyle. Players calling out for it, left, right, front, behind. The coach calls for it. Can she take a grab? She can't as ball hits the deck. Richards helps out Weller with the Shepherd. Now to open space, well, sort of. Play came to meet it. One of them is Nichols there at ground level. Now chance for Stevenson Fuss to clear it. She does. One-on-one contest. It is going to be in the hands of South Croydon. Very, very clever. 1, 2, 3, and 4. As it goes to the goal place. Zeniu, Lan and Brooks are chasing. And it's all too much as the umpire will collect it here. Or is it a last touch free kick to the Devs? I believe it is.
Yeah, it is deep inside. Defensive 50 here for the Devils. They've got to be able to clear this. They head up the line. Weller's there, but it's off hands. And I think we'll have a ball up. Just on the near side wing here. As the Devils just have to try to stop this flow at the moment. South Croydon on a huge run. The ruckmen go up. Logan taps it down to Fox. Numbers with the Devils. She heads out wide towards Weller if she can get the run on. But Brenda Lay is there and she's got so much pace. Gets a handball away. Handballs it to herself, in fact. She runs onto it, but it's picked up by the Devils player. Knocks it out towards Weller here. Weller on the wing. She heads forward. Collected now by Julie Ty from South Croydon. And we're going to have a ball up.
Degamore wrapped up there, 60 from home. Well, 60 from the Devils' home, rather.
Logan wins the tap now. Can't find a man. Here, Wikiu off the line. McBeath tries to pick it up. She's tackled by Prendergast. It's gone out towards... And that's all we've got time for in the first half. Wow.
Big half there from South Croydon. Be very interesting to see what comes out of halftime for the Eastern Devils. But Jonathan and Dylan Smith are taking through the second half right after this one. South Croydon 7-1-43 lead the Eastern Devils 1-3-9. It's halftime at Cheong Park for the Deakin University Match of the Round.
That last one. I got Stevenson Fuss at number 19. I missed the last one.
45 is Pengu. She's the one that's... Yeah, so if you want to... I'll grab my pencil case one for you.
I've got the pen, it's all right.
No, I can write it out for that way.
She's 40. Who was that?
Huh?
Who was that?
Pengu? He's good. She's not even on the list. This is...
Halftime here at Cheong Park, South Croydon and Eastern Devils in Division 3. It is the Deakin University match of the round. The score, South Croydon 7-1-43, leading the Eastern Devils 1-3-9. Donovan is my name, joined by Dylan Smith. And Dylan, we'll get your thoughts on the first half.
Well, it's been an amazing performance by South Croydon, to be honest. They've sort of pulled an ambush on the Eastern Devils at this point. Lost to them last week by 20 points, and now to turn it around like this, it's going to be an uphill battle for the Devils to get back in this one.
How can they get it back in? I mean, I suppose it's all about ball movement from here. Excuse me.
Yeah, at this point with the wet ball, I think they've just got to start winning some clearance. They're getting done for leg speed in their defensive 50, which they were so good at last week. I think it starts with a clearance. If they can get some better ball down to the likes of Hines and Reed in the forward line,
yeah,
they can maybe kick the first couple of goals in this third quarter and they put the pressure on, but it's definitely an uphill battle.
It is indeed. And South Croydon first to come out onto the pitch. So John McNamara and Kath McBride just relaying the instructions for the moment inside the rooms. They're almost about to come out. Let's head down to boundary side near the pavilion with Kate Green. Come back to Kate in a moment, or maybe she can move forward just a touch towards the sheds. Let out by Brooke Fox. The Eastern Devils come out. And straight into position. You can hear the Premier Division girls cheering them on. They're coming on after this one.
We talked about the South Croydon credentials pre-game.
Boundary.
And what a scout this would be for them if they were to get up.
It would be absolutely huge. Let's head back to Kate.
Okay, South Croydon coach Declan said that, great second quarter for South Croydon. Just keep up the forward pressure, backline pressure, keep it up as well. Just to John for the Devils, tough second quarter. Just keep playing to their game plan, and at all possible get first to the ball. Just keeping it.
Thanks very much for that, Kate. We'll go up in the centre of the ground momentarily. 5-6-5 is almost readiness to get us underway in the second half. You're with Dylan Smith.
And the rucks go up here. It's Logan with that double-handed tap that she does so often. Gets it down, but it's trapped in there by South Croydon, and we're going to get a secondary ball up.
Dee Weller, one of the players who will double up this afternoon.
Here's Logan. Gets it down to Weller, who you just mentioned. She gets the pick up, but she's tackled off it. The Devils head forward. And
good tackle.
Was a great tackle there. At centre half forward for the Devils, we'll have another ball up. Definitely hard to get a clean possession in there at the clinches today. Tap down here. Devils have the numbers, but again, South Croydon mop up. Here's Weller.
Oh.
She's well tackled as well, and that'll be holding the ball. And here comes Brenda Lay with pace. She's going to go on a run here. She takes a bounce, takes a second bounce. She kicks to centre half forward. She's got Prendergast who meets it. Comes off shins, and the Devils will clear through Brooks, who looks like she's gone to half back. She's struggled to get a touch in that first half, so she's obviously gone back there to find some ball. As Egan tackles in the defensive half for South Croydon. They did get a nice slingshot there, the Devils.
Prendergast knew that was was going to be an imminent ball up almost as she got the ball. Footy goes up, footy comes down, South Croydon out. As they've been doing so well all day. Coyle puts on the pressure. Prendergast is in there. Bouncing ball, now ball at ground level. Chance here for Notman. Gets the ball. Takes on her opponent. Gets a handball out, but also unavail as Ty gathers and then lost it. McBeath. And you at ground level. Up we go. On the broadcast side of Cheong Park. Weller with the hack kick out, cut off. Down the corridor, Brooks cuts it off.
That's 2 early possessions for Brooks so far, so she's finding a bit of the footy.
She is indeed. She's going to send it back from whence it came in the Nichols direction, but it's cut off again. And now South Croydon can go to the centre of the ground, cut off again by the Devs. And then back inside again. Kick was looking for Hines. Reed has to chase. So does McBride. Fell to ground. Missed the footy entirely. Hands there for Degamore. Tried to get the hands out. Did in the end. But we've got a stalemate, and the Devs just clawing their way inside 50, but time is of the essence again.
They've definitely been better around the footy so far in this third quarter. Whatever the message was, it must have worked. Here go Croydon. They get it out. It's Prendergast, best and fairest winner from last year. She's been excellent today. Kicks it out, but I think Fox is going to get there first. She's well shepherded for here. She kicks inside 50. There's Prendergast again. It goes over hands. Hines is there to try to collect in the back pocket. Picked up by South Croydon, though. They just don't have those runners at ground level at the moment, the Devils. Here's Julie Ty, gets a clearing kick to Prendergast. Prendergast with a bit of a run, but she's dropped the footy. Heads back in through Ellis. Egan in front, can't take it. Here's Julie Ty again. Gets a kick away. Ellis tries to intercept.
Wow.
There's a big collision down there at centre half forward. I think it's Brooks. Brooks might have gone down
Boundary.
there.
Fox and Nichols it was.
And Fox will take the kick. She's about 50 out from goal.
Needs a big roast from here.
What do you
I'm hearing she hasn't kicked a goal since their 250th, if you can believe that. A previous milestone.
She's a long way out here. We've got to play her down. I think it's Reed
Oh no.
who's being helped off the ground here for the Eastern Devils. Let's hope that's not too serious.
It is Kelsey Reed, so we'll get Kate to keep a close eye on that one.
That's all they need at the moment.
That's a really, really tough out.
What have you seen so far here in this third quarter from the Devils, Jono?
Well, I mean, they've shown fight in the early stages, haven't they? But it might be too little too late at this stage.
This one would certainly help. Fox looks for a target, though. She goes short. She can't find anyone, but they do get the crumb there through Ellis. Ellis throws it on the boot. Heads towards Hines. But again, South Croydon look like they can tie it up. We still haven't got the stoppage, though. I think that one's hit the post in the end.
It did indeed.
Trickled through.
So their first score for a while, the Eastern Devils, 1-4-10, trailing South Croydon 7-1-43. 6 goals in arrears. The runners-up from last season's Division 4 competition. I'll be able to lock it in here. Weller collects and then skies one over the line.
Boundary.
Out on the full. Let's go to the boundary with Kate Green.
That earlier incident was basically just a collision of 3 players together, so there was no malice or anything involved.
Yeah. Fair enough too. So, just waiting. It has gone almost into another postcode, I reckon, Dylan. Over the fence.
Yeah. If you're familiar with backyard cricket, it's a lost ball.
6 and out.
Yeah. Here's Julie Ty to bring us back in. Takes a long kick up the wing. Hits hands. It's gone to ground level. Weller kicks it inside 50. Heads towards... It's not Hines down there. I thought it was Hines. It's gone out. I think we'll have a ball up deep inside forward 50 here for the Devils.
She's lurking though, Ree Hines. Up goes the footy. McBride was almost there, and then so was Richards. And we've got another stalemate, so we'll do it all again. Umpire very quick to throw the ball up on this occasion. Yu is lurking. Got the handball off to Nichols, but it's going to come over the line once more. And we'll have a boundary ball up in a familiar spot. Hines played and missed it. At ground level, South Croydon a best chance here. Caught up in the sandwich there, I think, as Prendergast, as Hines tried to hack it off the ground and couldn't quite. So we'll do it all again. 8 minutes, or hang on. Another whistle. And there's another player down for the Eastern Devils.
Boundary.
Let's go down to the boundary.
Just a quick update on number 50, Reed, for Eastern Devils. She's currently getting her ankle strapped, so we'll see whether or not she returns to field.
Thanks for that. Kath McBride was the one on the ground there. But she was held by the looks of things. The coach and premiership captain from 2018, well, the coach now and the premiership captain from 2008, rather, has the ball, and she can go for goal here. McBride on a slide angle, kicks for goal. Going to head to the line, off hands, one behind. South Croydon at 7-1-43 and the Eastern Devils 1-5-11 inside 9 minutes in the third term.
Just slid across the face there, that one. That would have been super handy for the Devils just to get a foothold back in the game as South Croydon bring us back in here. It's Notman. She goes long to the pack, off hands. Here's Brooks for the Devils. She gets there, but Egan, as she so often does, collects and gets a clearing kick away. And Stephenson Fuss is there to collect. There's Prendergast. She's pushed off it. McBeath. Wiki Hughes chasing the footy. She lays a pretty strong tackle on the South Croydon player and will have a ball up inside 50 for the Eastern Devils as they press forward. Hines gets the tap down, collects her own footy, tries to get a handball out and she can't. Egan's got the footy now and she's got a bit of space. She goes out wide to the outer side, but it's the Eastern Devils player in Ellis who collects. She breaks the tackle fabulously there. She runs inside 50. It's a long ball, but she can't find the target. And it's going to be a South Croydon kick. 10 minutes gone in the third quarter.
Boundary.
Let's go down to the boundary with Kate Green.
Quick update on number 45, Pegu for Eastern Devils. She's out for the rest of the game.
So the injuries pile on for the Devs at the moment. And South Croydon doing a great job to just come along the wing. Zeniu played it, missed it, but still well involved in the contest here. Chance now for... It was Hammond, sorry, as players converge on the football, just to the left of the centre circle. They're going to come out. Arlov almost put it on the mark here. They can come out. Coyle sends a high one. Ball's in favour of no one in particular. And South Croydon into all the work here. Brooks almost intercepted. Was picked up by Herbert. And then she lost it again. Brooks twisted and turned and did very well. Now to half forward they go. Almost cut off there. And now here's Hines doing what she does best. Got it off to Richards. Then there was a chance there for Hines again. Out the back here is Nichols, and so is McBride. Tried to get the hands off. Nichols again. Chance there for Ty. Ball still at ground level. Chance for South Croydon to come out. They can't quite as Fogarty fell to ground. And the umpire will ball it up. 12 minutes gone here in the third term. South Croydon 7-1-43. Play the Eastern Devils 1-4-10.
Umpire throws it up inside 50 for the Eastern Devils. They've had it up there a lot this quarter. Here goes Fogarty. It's Prendergast, actually, and she kicks it, and it's intercepted by Weller. So it's coming straight back the way it came. She goes wide. I think she goes too wide. She's kicked that one out of bounds on the full. Brenda Lay's going to take the kick for South Croydon out on the wing. Another chance for them to press forward. They've done most of the defending in this quarter. They hold a 6-goal lead. It holds them in good stead. Here goes Logan. Kicks it inside 50. Heads towards Richards. Here's Reed, I think, back on the ground. And she kicks it to Hines, who takes a strong mark inside the 10-metre square there. And this could be almost certainly a goal, I think, from the position that she's in.
Well, she's a proven goal kicker. Ree Hines. 12 goals in 2023.
She's got it. She's got it. So that's a second goal for the Eastern Devils. 2-4-16. Plays 7-1-43. 13 minutes gone in the third quarter.
Now, South Croydon did pile on a lot of goals, so, you know, in the early stages, in quick succession too, it has to be said, Dylan. So whether or not the Devils can replicate that is up to them.
Well, we know the Devils are capable of it. They've done it so much this season, so if anyone's going to do it, it's them.
It'll be this team. Very good at sneaking up on you too.
I think that was the first goal for Hines. Is that correct?
It was indeed.
Yeah, she hasn't had the influence we might have hoped today, but entries have been limited for the Devils so far.
So up goes the football. Logan double tapped it down, chasing it hard as Fox. Left it behind in the end. And now here's a chance for...
Number 50.
Thank you very much. So South Croydon will move it inside 45. Arlove almost with the intercept. She ended up getting the football. Did well. They're outside 50 now. It's a hard ball to win here. McBeath was in there. And it's a free kick to the Devs, I believe, for an illegal disposal. Maddie Brooks has it at half-back.
What have you made of that move to half-back for Brooks this quarter?
It works well, but to be honest, she can play anywhere. She sends a high up and under, meets no one in particular. Hines might have got first hands to it. She did. Send it further afield, and this is what they can do well. Here's Reed back on the ground. Tried to paddle it. A one-on-one contest is what she does best, but it's all to no avail as South Croydon managed to clear it out. It's going to go out of bounds, though, near the cricket nets. Brooke Fox will take the football and send it in. So the Devils are mounting the challenge late. Kick goes forward. Almost marked there by Egan. Ball still at ground level. Weller might be able to do a bit of damage here. Fox tried to get the ball, but was met by the boundary line, very close to the junction. And it should be a ball up.
She probably had a bit more time there than she thought she did, Brooke Fox.
So the umpire to bring it in. Hines with the ruck work, tapped it out. And we'll do it all again.
Yeah, as the two rucks get into position, just waiting for the footy to come back. Devils pressing again. They're really, really keen to get this margin down by three-quarter time. Here they go again. It's Nichols in there. I think she's wrapped up. Croydon try to get the ball out, but again a tackle, and we'll have another ball up deep in the forward pocket. Taps it out. Nichols is there. And it's a strong tackle on Stevenson Fuss, who's pushed forward again in this quarter.
The Devils just probably need a goal here if they're going to be within striking distance of the home side.
They really do. A clearing kick for South Croydon towards Dickman, but she gets pushed off it by McBeath. Gets it into a dangerous area. Brenda Lay has it now. She's wrapped up. Weller wraps up Lay again. Here's Dickman. It's bouncing around in there. No one can really get a clean possession. And we'll have another ball up. same place as the last one, more or less.
They will indeed. Up we go. But South Croydon, they definitely have the numbers in defensive 50. Hat kick off the ground from McBride was a great one. Landed in the hands of Kelsey Reid.
It was cheeky.
It was cheeky, but it worked. And she can slot this one. Kelsey Reid, a proven goal kicker. Keep herself within striking distance of that. Elusive leading goal kicker award to go back to back. She goes for home. It is good.
Game on.
It is game on as well. Kelsey Reid, you're a star. And, well, that's what she does best. Kicking goals. She does have a defensive background, though. She is a goal kicker, a goalkeeper, rather. Two different meanings. Goalkeeper of yesteryear when she came from that soccer background. And, well,
not anymore, though, Jono.
Not anymore. She was good in defence initially. In the early stages of her playing at the Devs.
Don't think we'd get her back there now, though. She's taken to that forward line.
I suppose she can if she wants, but you're right, Dylan. She
Boundary.
is well and truly taken to that forward line as we head down to the boundary with Kate Green.
Just both sides exhausted.
Thanks, Kate. As we head back to the centre circle, the Rucks go at it. Logan smashes it in, but it's chopped off by the competing South Croydon ruckman. Lay gets the tap out there to Ty. Ty kicks inside 50 towards Prendergast, and it's Arlove that does the clearing. She's been really good today. Gets it out to Notman, I think it was. Here's Weller.
Oh, that's good play.
It is good play. She surges it forward, and she's going to get the pick up here out on the wing, and she'll be able to send them inside 50 once again.
40 seconds. Oh, dear.
Oh, it's chopped off. That would have been handy, and they get out here through O'Toole to South Croydon. 30 seconds to go. They'll need an intercept mark here, the Devils, if they had a push for one more.
Quick thinking as well. This might help.
Switches it out to Fogarty. O'Toole chases her own ball. Here's Fogarty again. Tries to get the kick away, and she misses the boot, and she's tackled. And we'll have a ball up. 10 seconds to go. I think we're going to run out of time here, Jono.
We might indeed. Umpire collects the football, gets ready to ball it up. Does. And there's the siren.
It was the quarter we needed, though.
Was the premiership quarter, and who do you reckon won that?
It was the Devs on this occasion, but they've still got a lot of work to do if they are to get back into this game.
They do indeed, but it's only 4 goals, and 4 straight kicks can win them the game. And that is exactly the margin. 43 plays 22. 7-1 to 3-4. Back with the 4th term right after this. Rusty, who wins? All right. Who wins, mate?
The end of last quarter.
Yeah. So you've got Simone Knott from Globeville. You've also got the premiership winning coach of Globeville in the vicinity. Last year, she was actually a former Devils coach. Followed her up, and she was also from school. Oh, yeah.
So Notman's a serious guy.
So, I got to have my bid, and I said, "Go Tigers!" And that was because I was like, I think it was a premiership ring. He's like, "What are you waiting for? Head to our website to sign up to that."
Was that through the... See, were you working through the Tigers or through the AFL?
Yesterday was the 13th anniversary of that game between John Isner and Nicholas Moore.
Oh, was that that?
That 50 cent that finished 68 to 70 in the end. They played for hours and hours and hours, had to come back before.
That game's a public holiday.
Another bank holiday in England? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Let's do it. 20 points in it here at three-quarter time with the Deakin University match of the round. South Croydon playing the Eastern Devils. The home side 7-1-43, being the Eastern Devils 3-5-23. And, well, a big last quarter to come. Have the Devils got it in? Have the Devils got it in them? Dylan Smith. I'm getting tongue-tied here.
They've definitely got it in them. We saw in that quarter that they were able to win the clearance battle and also win the territory battle. They spent most of that time in their forward line. I think McBeath is going to be really important in this last quarter. She's got that run, sends them inside 50 so well. So, you know, we've seen what they've done this year, and they can kick 4 goals in the last quarter. They can kick 5 goals in the last quarter and turn this around. But we have to remember South Croydon was so good in that first half, and if they get on top like they did...
South Croydon are brilliant. Like, if Danielle Zenu has anything to say in this final term, it's going to define the game. 1 goal, and I reckon it'll be lights out.
Yeah.
For the Devs for
and
today.
she was kept quiet in that third term, and that's probably the difference, isn't it? They just couldn't get those entries into her.
Absolutely. Perhaps the immobilisation of Zenu is necessary. And look, I've forgotten to mention this all day, but no matter where you're watching this from, it is fantastic to have you. I know, for instance, there are a few people watching in Central Australia and also Adelaide and indeed South Australia as well. So if you're from Mount Gambier, Adelaide, Central Australia, it's great to have your company. I know that Kelsey Reid has a few relatives watching from South Australia, so that's pretty incredible. Let's go down to the boundary with Kate Green.
Okay, final quarter message from John from the Eastern Devils. Brilliant quarter. Basically reiterating what you were saying, Jono, that it's not beyond achieving, but will be very tough. And he also congratulated them on great pressure and consistency. Declan, South Croydon, tough quarter against the wind. Wrap it up this quarter and keep up the hard work.
Thanks for that, Kate. And the Devs breaking from their huddle now.
They'll believe they can do it.
Look, it does. I have to say, you know, there is a lot of psychology about who breaks from their huddle first. It shows who's, you know, more determined in a sense. I mean, you've got a team that's just so keen to break out from the puddle and get back into it, as South Croydon have been all day. And they've been fantastic, as not only the scoreboard suggests, but as the playing list suggests. And they'll be going, you know, head-to-head with some of the big names, notwithstanding, of course, the Eastern Devils, but there's also Kilsyth that they have to manage with. And we'll see what happens in the final term. As always, you're with Dylan Smith.
And here we go. It's Wiki Yu who chases that ball down, but it's Brooke Fox again who gets the pick up. She's tackled brilliantly there by Prendergast. And we'll have another ball up.
Devils kicking to the left of screen here, so things will get very interesting here as the wind somewhat picked up here, Dylan.
It has a little bit here as Brenda Lay picks up the ball. She runs forward, gives it off to Fogarty. Fogarty gets away. She's going to get a really nice inside 50 here. Kicks to a 2-on-1 though, and it's Arlo who wraps that up. She's had a great game today for the Eastern Devils down back.
And as we said, happy Olympic Day to Catherine. And all of her crew that she represented our country with so well back in the day. Kick from Weller goes to Fox on centre wing. Summoning the troops to come. One of them's Richards. One-on-one contest with Ty. Ty wins out for the moment. Lay roves it really well as she's been doing all day. Kicks to a contest, almost cut off there by Notman. Best chance here for South Croydon. Out the back here. They do well. Prendergast, top of the goal square, one-on-one contest. Here's Zeniu again. She was held. And she's got a free kick, and like I said, Dylan, she gets this goal. It could be curtains for the Devs.
Certainly could be.
And
she's not far out.
She's not far out at all. This will be for number 5. Number 5, eh? Such a measured approach. She comes in on the jog. It is gun barrel straight. And you know what rhymes with straight? 8. That's how many goals they have. South Croydon, 8-1-49, lead the Eastern Devils 3-5-23. 2 minutes gone here in the final term. The Deakin University match of the round.
I don't think there was really any doubt with that kick. That was always going through. And she's kicked a bag today, hasn't she?
She's kicked a bag, and, well, you'd probably be seeing her in the Deakin University Team of the Week, that's for sure.
I think so. Safely on top of the goal kicking too. Breaks away there with this performance. As we head back towards the centre. Had a bit of trouble fishing that ball out of the trees down at that far end, but here we go. Not the start that the Devils would have wanted there. So we ball it up. Logan smashes it forward. Heads towards Brooks, who's gone into the midfield. Brooks tries to pick this up. She comes back inside really nicely, flicks a handball out to Fox. Fox goes wider. She's got Ellis there.
Elliott.
She picks it up. She's tackled by Herbert strongly. That's holding the ball. And that's a really pertinent moment in this game. The Devils were breaking, and Herbert's been able to stop their charge. She'll just hold things up here now. There's no rush for South Croydon. She kicks long to the pack. Fox is there. It comes off hands. It's picked up there by Prendergast. She kicks it forward.
They're out here again.
Dickman's there.
Didn't have it.
And a free kick to South Croydon, and that's Claire Prendergast, I think, inside 50.
It is indeed.
And I think she's probably just a little bit too far out to get the score, but she'll pop this up, and she's got that target in, not sure who that was, just kicked it to the far side. Skinny on the kick.
So the Devs need to think quick here. They're 5 goals in arrears. And time is well and truly of the essence here. 16 to go here in the last.
It was Jones Bates who kicked that behind there.
Thanks for that. And there's a whistle. And I think it's 25.
It is. Against Zeniu, I think.
So Lan sent it forward. Cut off though. It's going to come back. Graham. High up and under. Might just be able to go all the way. It doesn't. It just bounces at right angles. Lan's there for Fox. Can she pick up the ball? Bouncing footy. She does indeed. Oh, it went the wrong way. Twist and turn. Did really well. Cleared the pack. So no one in particular, though. Does manage to keep it in, though. Does McBeath. And it would be off hands. And a ball up here on centre wing, right in front of the pavilion.
So here's the ball up. Devils really need to get moving here. It's Logan again. She taps it down. Prendergast playing in front, reads it well. Julie Ty taps it through to Prendergast again. She tries to go through traffic. She gets tackled. She's probably a bit lucky not to get pinned holding the ball there. McBeath, and we'll have another ball up.
So this is an ideal scenario for South Croydon where they can just lock it in.
Exactly. Tap out again by Logan. And picked out a throw there, I think, against Gilson. So Nichols is going to take the kick on centre wing here for the Devils.
Had Weller calling out for it, ignored.
She did, and she went to the contest, and South Croydon have the numbers there. It's picked up by Hines, though, with strength. Flicks across to Herbert. She gets a clearing kick up towards Graham. And they head further inside 50 here, South Croydon. Here's Stevenson Fuss, a big collision there. She picks it up, goes to Zeniu. She's tackled. Gets a kick away. And across the face there, so one more behind for South Croydon. They pepper.
They are peppering away indeed. And this is one of the best performances, probably season-defining performances from this great team, South Croydon. And they'll be a force to be reckoned with. They are, well and truly in charge for the flag race. And we do have a few weeks to go still.
Was probably a scalp they needed, though, Jono, do you think?
Yeah, exactly. And they'd be holding their heads high. A lot of smiling faces on the bench right in front of us here at Cheong Park. It has to be said.
As we get another ball up.
Hang on a sec. Free kick. South Croydon.
No, I think
Or
it's
not.
things to Logan
He
for the Devils.
pointed the wrong way, did the umpire.
It's Julie Ty on the mark.
Logan did get the free kick, you're right. She'll come in here. Target was McBride, but, well, or in the McBride direction at least. Nichols almost had the fall of the ball. And this is what South Croydon can do best. Just try and get it out of the scrum. A bit of a rolling maul there. Featured Julie Ty. Ball up almost in the centre of the ground. Coyle tried, chased, still almost involved. Got a lot of work to do here. Stevenson Fuss. Fox had the blind turn, did really well. Got it off to Brooks. High up and under. Chance here. McBride sent it in the Reed direction, pushed off it there. Might be a chance out the back. And this is what they can do well here. One-on-one contest. Might be able to win it. She does indeed. She can just kick it off the ground here. Is it a hashtag save the dribble opportunity? Held off it. Reed, chance here. It dribbles around, but not far enough. So there was the dribble kick. I do love a dribble kick, Dylan, it has to be said. And probably just overcooked that one, did Kelsey Reed, and South Croydon can rebound here.
Such an opportunity there as South Croydon exit through Egan. A nice little ball to Prendergast. She's been great today. And she looks up and finds Hammond, who takes a strong mark at centre-half back for South Croydon. And Croydon will they'll be happy with this at the moment. Although she's turned that over, she's gone straight to Weller, who's in the right place at the right time. And Weller's probably got to get moving here. She kicks long. Looks over towards Nichols. Nichols tries to mark, but she can't. Elliott's there. Kicks inside 50 towards goes over the head. Kelsey Reed bodies well. And it's Hine that gets a quick kick away. I think it's going to dribble through. It has, I believe.
It has.
We have a goal. Eastern Devils goal. So it's 4-5. 29 plays 8-3, 51. Does that give the Devils a chance still, do you think, Jono?
A chance inside 10 minutes. Who knows what can happen as long as they can get the ball in there quickly. And I think the umpires are a good chance there. So Lucy Parrish doing very well in goals there. She was originally listed to play. But
I think it was Hines who got the
jumped
kick away in the end there. There wasn't too much jubilation from the Devils players, so mind on the job, I guess.
I suppose so, as Lay receives the ball in the centre of the ground, puts on the afterburners, takes on 1-2. I reckon she might be able to do it all herself. No, not quite. Just to the left of the goal place. Prendergast Hands off. Chance. Goal!
Boundary.
Sent down to the boundary with Kate Green.
As I mentioned towards the start of this quarter, last quarter, the teams really are exhausted.
They are exhausted, but I tell you who's not exhausted. That of Brenda Lay, a superstar she is, and she's done really well today, just out of the middle, and that was a super effort there. I think it was one of the Prendergast.
It was Claire Prendergast
scoring a goal in the end. Thanks.
It was. She broke the tackle as well. It was Brenda Lay with the dashing run from the centre, set up Prendergast, who broke the tackle, snapped and goaled, and you'd have to say that's probably good night for the Eastern Devils in this one. As they go up in the ruck here, it's Logan again who wins the tap, but it's all South Croydon. Picked up through Fogarty, gives it off to Brenda Lay once more. It's flicking around in there. Here goes Graham. She's had a lot of the footy in the second half, Graham. Here's Fox. She tries to just wheel away through there for a team. And we're going to have another ball up. Still inside the centre square. 12 minutes gone in the last quarter.
Up we go. Down South Croydon's end, exactly where they want it. Wiki Yu, she's been working really hard. Logan out of the ruck. Brooks, clearing kick, one-on-one contest. Chance here for McBride, I think it was. They went straight down to ground level. Did a few players, thanks to some great pressure laid by South Croydon. They still managed to come out the back, though, the Eastern Devils. And it's just well cut off. Outstanding there. But D. Weller puts on the afterburners for the moment. Goes out wide. Kicks was looking for Richards. She can pick it up, but she's hotly pressurised by Ty. Did well. And footy will go up. Chance here for the doggies. Out the back. Oh, they're very good at doing that. Degamore sends it down the line. Cut off by Yu. Off hands to Brooks. Brooks kicks forward, smothered. Now here's O'Toole. According to the team sheet, that is. And we'll have another ball up.
This time it's Hammond in the ruck for South Croydon. It's a 50-51 there. Out comes McBride with it. McBeath now. She picks it up. Hammond again. We've got Lewin there. And O'Toole jumps on it. And it's going to be another ball up. Slightly closer to the Eastern Devils goal from the halfway mark. The time is running out. We're 14 minutes gone. It's South Croydon 9-3-57 to the Eastern Devils 4-5-29 as McBeath tries to get the clearance, but it's cut off again. She tackles. It's a heavy, it's actually a head-high tackle there. So South Croydon will get the kick, this time through Hammond, who's really stood up in this last quarter.
So Hammond goes down the corridor. Kick couldn't find a target. So Notman's got to try and pick this one up. Hotly pressured there by the number 75. Brooks comes to help. Can't quite. As the pressure is laid on by both teams. There's a pylon here at half forward there. Out the back. It was late. Olive tried to get it out in the direction of the 2008 Premiership captain. In their heart is Degamore. Tried to get the hands out. She's still in play here.
Big collision there in that one.
And then her 2008 Premiership teammate, Brooke Fox, just comes to help him out with a big tackle, as she always does. And she's done very well, Brooke Fox. 304th game today.
Boundary.
Let's go to the boundary with Kate Green.
That was a head knock. Both players clashed.
Indeed, so Degamore, probably the most worst for wear there.
It's a lot of fatigued players out there, but it's the pressure gauge is still really up there, isn't it?
It is
indeed.
indeed.
Pressure on the ball carrier.
And though South Croydon, you know, do have the advantage on the scoreboard, it's one of those games, Dylan, where you can say that the scoreboard doesn't reflect what was going on out there. Just hot footy and
Absolutely.
a fantastic contest, but South Croydon definitely worthy winners today.
Yeah, they've just had that better touch in the forward half, haven't they, than the Devils.
They have indeed. Will go up again.
Here we go. It's Hammond who gets the tap to O'Toole, who kicks it forward. There's pressure on here with a fast entry, and Brenda Lay sweats on the ball. Zenu gets a pick up to Fogarty. It's cut off there on the last line by Notman. And they get the clearance here in the end, the Devils. Heads out to Brooks. Brooks gets the pick up. She gets a clearing kick, but the pressure's still on, but she finds the outlet kick, and it's Wiki Yu, who also goes out to Fox even wider.
Got McBride calling for it out wide. Almost got ignored. She's got a fly. Kath, no, she can't quite as.
Number
It's McBeath.
68.
Thanks for that.
McBeath.
She kicks forward for Hines. Centering ball there from Hines. Cut off by South Croydon. To 70 from home. Collecting it there was Herbert. Did all right. Weller. Off the half volley. Ball still trickling along the ground. Best chance for South Croydon. Llewellyn was pushed in the back. Still at ground level. Umpire hasn't put a stop to this just yet, which will allow South Croydon to come out with it.
It's Herbert. She
Herbert.
runs the wing. Looks for Brooks. Brooks gets the intercepting ball and goes on a bit of a marauding run there. She kicks it up to the wing. It's South Croydon with the numbers there at the contest, and I think they'll get a free kick through Julie Ty, who was affected in the marking contest there. She's been fantastic today, Julie Ty. She heads centrally, looks for Prendergast. She creates a contest. Logan looks for it. Can't get the pick up. McBeath's in there. She tackles Prendergast. Here's O'Toole. She's tackled strongly by Logan. And it's Elliott. But she's bumped off it as well. Now Prendergast's going to get it out. Finds Ammon. Kicks it into the forward 50 for South Croydon. Here's Brenda Lay. Heads out towards Prendergast. And Arlove dives on it. And I think we'll have a ball up inside forward 50 for South Croydon once more. 18 and a half minutes gone in the last quarter. It's 9-3-57 South Croydon to 4-5-29 the Eastern Devils. Jono.
Thanks, Dylan. It's been a hell of a performance here from the Doggies, the home side here at Cheong Park. And they will easily deliver one of the biggest renditions of hearts to hearts and hands to hands after this one. I tell you what, I was in the rooms in round one. It was one of the
Boundary.
loudest things I've ever heard. Let's go down to the boundary with Kate Green.
Just an update on Degamore. She's in.
Sorry, Kate. We'll keep calling the play here. And South Croydon just doing really well. It's been a hard, scrappy ball to win, but we're inside 20 seconds now. And South Croydon have pulled up a massive upset, it has to be said. Maybe the last hurrah for the Devs. Ree Hines sends it in the Reed direction. Shonky bounce.
got
Still
runners.
might be able to collect it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It'll bounce here for Richards. Can she get it off the ground? No, she can't. The siren will sound, and South Croydon celebrates. Winners 9-3-57 to 4-5-29. One of the biggest upsets of the year. And the red, blue and white have secured the 4 points here today.
Pulled up a massive win there. Led from the front in the midfield, and they really controlled the game all day. It was only that third quarter that they let the Eastern Devils get on top. But you know, a complete performance by South Croydon today.
A complete turnaround from last week, and it was just one of those things that you just marvel at. And this team is absolutely going places. Just fantastic. And well done to the umpires as they come off the ground too. But also coming on the ground very shortly will be the Eastern Devils and South Croydon Premier teams. And that'll be a very interesting contest as well. Stick around for, well, you know what? If you're in the area, why don't you come down? Kate, on the boundary.
Okay, just an update on Degamore. No concussion and detected tests, more just a kind of stinging flash.
Thanks for that, Kate, as the Eastern Devils seniors come out onto the field and the reserves come off. But that'll just about do us here at Cheong Park. I've been John O'Ven. He's been Dylan Smith. And on behalf of LKLM Media and the AFNL, until next time, it's bye for now.